The Case for Sexual Incompetence, Quietude Manual No. 6. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Now imagine you are standing in the center of a massive neon-lit Olympic stadium. The crowd is silent. There are 50,000 people in the stands, all holding high-definition cameras. In front of you is a bed that looks like it was designed by NASA. Sleek, glowing, and probably capable of launching into orbit. You are wearing a sequined tracksuit. You have a coach in your ear whispering about angle optimization and rhythmic consistency. You feel like if you don't stick the landing, if you don't provide a gold medal, life-altering cinematic experience, the judges are going to hold up zeros, and the internet is going to cancel your subscription to being a person. This is the internalized sex industry. It is 2026, and we have successfully turned the most private, messy, primate-level act into a high-stakes performance review. We've watched enough curated, edited, and sound-engineered content to believe that if there isn't a slow-motion hair flip and a perfectly timed bass drop, we're doing it wrong. We live in the era of the smart seduction. You probably have an app that tracks your intimacy cycles. You might have a smart mattress that gives you a performance score in the morning alongside your heart rate. We've optimized our careers, our diets, and our sleep, and now we've come for the bedroom. But here is the hilarious truth. Your body isn't a Tesla. It's a 1994 station wagon with a flickering check engine light and a trunk full of old groceries. Think about the absurdity of trying to be cool while naked. Humans are, objectively, the funniest looking creatures on the planet when we take our clothes off. We are just a collection of soft parts, weird hair, and skin that makes strange noises when it hits other skin. To try and be dignified during sex is like trying to be dignified while falling down a flight of stairs. It's impossible. The harder you try to look like a god of passion, the more you look like a guy trying to remember the choreography to a dance he learned once in middle school. We need a reset. Let's look at the joke of the Grandmaster. There's a man who spends his whole life studying the ancient arts of intimacy. He reads every book, tries every hack, and buys every gadget. Finally, he meets a woman and thinks, "This is it. I am going to give her the greatest night of her life." He spends 3 hours doing everything perfectly. He uses the Phoenix Rising technique. He breathes in sync with the moon. He is a literal machine of pleasure. At the end, he rolls over, exhausted but proud, and asks, "So, how was it?" The woman looks at him and says, "It was okay. But did you know there's a spider on the ceiling that looks exactly like your boss?" That's the reality. You can be a grandmaster, but the other person is still a human with a brain that wanders to spiders, grocery lists, and that weird noise the radiator is making. Perfection is a wall. It's boring. It's a lecture. Sex isn't something you do to someone. It's a conversation you have with them. And usually that conversation involves a lot of, "Wait, sorry, my foot is cramping," and "Was that the dog barking?" I want you to imagine jumping off that Olympic stage. You land in a pile of laundry. It's warm. It's dark. The judges are gone. The cameras are broken. Permission granted to be bad in bed. What does it mean to be bad? It means being human. It means admitting that you don't actually know what you're doing 100% of the time. It means acknowledging that sometimes the mood is destroyed by a poorly timed sneeze, or the fact that you both realized you're actually just really hungry for a sandwich. There is a deep, soulful beauty in the ungraceful moment. When you stop trying to be a performer, you allow yourself to be a partner. Intimacy isn't about the perfect move. It's about the moment your eyes meet, and you both realize how ridiculous this whole situation is, and you laugh. That laugh is worth more than 1,000 perfect nights. That laugh is the sound of two people actually seeing each other without the sequined tracksuits. Think of sex as a language you are both learning for the first time. You are going to mispronounce the verbs. You're going to forget the vocabulary. You're going to stutter. In 2026, we are terrified of the stutter. We want everything to be seamless, but a seamless life is a life without friction, and without friction, there's no warmth. Permission to be bad is actually permission to be vulnerable. It's the courage to say, I'm nervous, or I don't know if I like that, or can we just stop and watch a cartoon? The most attractive thing you can bring to a bedroom isn't skill. It's the safety you provide to the other person to be just as clumsy and bad as you are. You aren't two members of a power couple merging their assets. You're two maintenance humans taking a break from the construction site of the world. So tonight, or the next time the lights go down, I want you to perform a system shutdown, mute the optimization voice, delete the performance metrics. The red alert of your ego is canceled. Look at the person you're with. They aren't a judge. They aren't a subscriber. They are just another primate who is probably worried about their own sequined tracksuit. Be ungraceful. Be weird. Trip over the dog. Make the wrong sound. The best nights don't end with a gold medal. They end with a shared sigh of relief that you don't have to be extraordinary anymore. You just have to be there. The manual is closed. The blankets are warm. You are remarkably, beautifully, perfectly clumsy. And that is the best it ever gets.